Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you've got the Empress card, right? This is interesting because the Empress is Venus. Venus is your ruler and Venus is currently retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. So what this tells me is, in a lot of ways, this is about you choosing to reverse the material experience that you're having. Whether that's that you want more money and now you're ready to let go of your lack mindset. For a lot of you as well, this could suggest that you are you're interested in improving your material experience. This could be your physical body. For some of you, this might be a week where you decide to change your image or look into ways that you can adapt your image. Remember, Venus retrograde is not the ideal time to do something drastic when it comes to the appearance. You know, that neck tattoo, you know, that short blonde crop of hair that you're considering. It tends to be that whatever we do in that time, it may not be as enjoyable. You may not love it as much once Venus goes direct, unless you were born with a Venus retrograde, in which case it's slightly different for you. But just keep this in mind. The other thing is with the Empress as well, this is where you're ready to cross the threshold into creating a new era for yourself. So this is some idea that you have, some idea or something that you're ready to gestate or put into fertile soil. This could be a great week for you planting seeds of ideas or really starting to consider where you would like to take certain ideas or certain, you know, maybe even certain outlooks as well. This would be a really good time to put in some of the work or the background work on a new health regime or something of that nature, but maybe not necessarily the greatest time to implement it just yet. Now, if you are a continued you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. If you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have the Four of Wands. With the Empress, that's news of a pregnancy. Beautiful, right? This is a reason for you to celebrate. So for those of you that are trying for children, this could be a very good week for conception. Beautiful energy. This is a reason to celebrate as well, and likely to be something to do with the home. For those of you that have you know, maybe put in to buy a home, if you're in the process of buying a home at the moment, this bodes very well for your purchase. It also suggests as well that this might be a time where your financial your ability to improve your finances definitely sort of crops up. Either which way though, you have a reason to celebrate this week, and because it comes up through the guise of the Empress, it's likely to have some sort of material and or financial kind of spin to it. For your communications and conversations, you have the Page of Pentacles. Pay attention to what happens this week, right? Because whatever happens or shows up for you over the course of this week, whatever conversations you're having this week, you're likely to be revisiting them around late April coming into early to mid-May, all right? The reason I say that is because this is a time sequence. So that being said, your Page of Pentacles is going to see you having some very interesting conversations this week about your money, about your finances, about your resources. This is giving you a really powerful but intense excuse me, drive to improve that material success. And for some of you, this might even be about your career, you know, about your work. Maybe there's something that you're deciding to start over with or to really sort of dedicate yourself to. You know, maybe this is where you say, you know what, I'm going to take that management course. You know what, I'm going to get that qualification that allows me to offer a new service for my business. So for those of you that are employed, this is going to see you maybe I almost want to say like maybe trying to maneuver yourself towards getting either a certain position or finding out what it, you know, from like a superior or some sort, what it is that you need in order to get that promotion, in order to go to that next phase. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, people that work for themselves, really nice, right? Really nice. And again, like I said, for all of you across the board, whatever conversations and stuff are happening around the work sphere now, you'll be revisiting them again later in the time of Taurus. What this says to me though, because you got the Page of Pentacles, if you have a business of your own, this is something that you are working on. This is something that you're putting a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into, maybe even doing a lot of personal study, not necessarily in the formal kind, but study that, you know, is going to broaden your mind or broaden your knowledge of a subject. And the beauty of this is you're doing this in a way that's really fun, but also really practical. It's like you're taking on these steps or these understandings just to kind of almost like just let it flow, which is really nice. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, this could be a time where doing something purely for the joy, purely for the love, purely for the, you know, the S and G's of the whole thing, right? Like literally you could just be trying your hand at something. This could be trying your hand at like maybe you go into a dance class if that's possible where you are in the world, because, you know, everything's crazy still. Yeah, there's a lot of that. I kind of feel like it will be something that's just to you that is really fun. Like it's you seeking to express yourself through your body in some way. Could even be something like singing. For your love and relations, you've got the 10 of Wands. You've got this underneath the 4 of Wands. For those of you that have had challenges in the relationship due to or because of your home, that stuff comes to an end this week, right? This is a completion of some sort of challenge or issue that you've had in and around the home to do with you and a partner, which is actually really nice. I mean, especially because you've got this Page of Pentacles here, it looks like either you or your partner have been trying to do something with the work, with the finances, with the resources, and that's been creating the tension at home. And now it's like it melts away because it finally becomes not relevant, but it finally becomes, you know, it starts to give the gifts, right? We put the work in, we know, okay, I've got to put the work in, eventually I'll get, you know, the rewards from it. This feels like those rewards start to show up for either you or a partner in some way, shape or form. For those of you that are single and looking, it wouldn't surprise me if you found out you had a secret admirer. I'm going to be really honest with you. I definitely feel like this week could bring connection for you. With the Empress here, with the Page of Pentacles, with the 4 of Wands, it's fun. It's fun, it's enjoyment, it's sensual, possibly even sexy and juicy, you know, loving life, having laughter, having bants, you know, having good times and all the rest of it. Doesn't necessarily look like much more than that. And as long as you are aware of that, you know, from the offset, I think you'll be fine and you could have a really great time. For your money and materials, you've got the Hierophant card. So the time of Taurus is really coming up for you guys. Whatever is happening this week, you will be revisiting it again in the late April coming into early to mid-May. Both of these cards have a link to the sign of Taurus. Now, the fact that you've got the Page of Pentacles here with the Hierophant card suggests that for some of you, this is a week where you are maybe looking into getting a mortgage. Maybe you're looking into making some sort of big borrow. Maybe you're looking into getting a loan of some sort, getting some sort of paperwork or documentation signed. And it has something to do with finances or resources, or for a select few of you, it may be something that you're hoping to do to the home. So this could be getting planning permission. It could be getting quotes for certain work that you want done. Maybe you're having to look at, you know, where the boundaries are of things that you want to do with or on the home. So that's the home sector. When it comes to the finances, this actually, believe it or not, even with Mercury going retrograde, even with Venus retrograde, according to these cards, this would be a really good time to at least put the feelers out around making a financial application of some sort. All right, so keep an eye on that. And then when it comes to your physical health and vitality, interestingly enough, this card can represent hospitals. I'm going to be really honest with you. I think if you have any challenges or issues this week, it's going to be with the throat and or the neck, possibly the mouth for a select few of you. Outside of, I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, but you know, this might be a time to get checked out. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. I mean, all in all, to be honest with you, this just looks like a really great week. You know, it looks like, if I'm honest, a lot of the ends of challenges, things are starting to be wrapped up for you now, which is why this light that you can see that's sort of all shining towards April / May, like that's something to keep an eye on. All right, with that said, take care and I'll see you soon.